All right, you guys ready to learn how to make some money?
Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff.
I'm excited.
Welcome, and the name of our team in this area, and that's also expanding around the country, is the Team Dynasty. We're a succession of leaders from the same family line, right? We're all working together, and we're all helping each other step up and become leaders. So what I want to do is first talk to you guys about mindset. And in this business, or in any business, if your mind's not right, you're not going to become successful, right? So just think of this. From kindergarten through 12th grade, we spend about 14,000 hours being taught how to be average, right? We go to school and people are teaching us how to be average and go get a job. And then after we get out of high school, what we do is we go get a job, or we go to college, then we get a job, and we're around all this negativity, right? People are just at their job because it pays the bills, right? Most people aren't fortunate enough to have their dream job. So they go there, they're around this negativity day in and day out. So what we have to do now in this business is we've got to fight back. We've got to fight that negativity. So how do we do that? We got to fuel our mind with positive information. So guys, if you're one of those people that wakes up in the morning, turns on the news or the radio, stop doing that, right? Because what you're doing is you're starting your day off with all this negative energy, and what that negative energy is going to do is it's going to spread whatever you think you're going to start talking about. When I watch the news, which never happens, if I ever turn on the news, I feel like the world's ending, right? Because all it is like this crazy negative stuff. You think it's not even safe to go outside because of all these things you hear on the news. So, I laugh at all my friends that tell me, oh my God, you hear about this that happened or that? And I'm like, no, I mean, if it's really that important, somebody's going to tell me about it, right? I don't need to waste my time fueling my mind with all this negative energy. So, instead, you need to start your day off by reading something motivational, by listening to an audio CD. These are things that are going to get your day going in the right direction. So right there, start changing the way you think about things and start fighting that negative energy. And when you go to your workplace, talk about something positive. People might think you're a little crazy at first, right? But, spread that positive energy. Now, in this business, it's $199 to get started. To me, it's like a joke. $199 to get started on your own business. So, a lot of people, they treat it as if it's a $199 business. If you treat it like a $199 business, you're going to fail. This is a multi-million-dollar business that can literally make you millions and millions of dollars, and that's the way you need to treat this. So change the way you think about this business, right? If you were to start your own traditional business, it would typically cost you at least tens of thousands of dollars to start it, right? Minimum. You would have to put in years to hopefully break even in that traditional business. Hopefully break even. So act as if you've invested your life savings into this business. And if you act that way, if you think of it that way, then you're going to be more driven to go out there and share this with other people. You're going to make sure that you show up every Saturday for training. You're going to make sure that you're on more conference calls, right? You're not going to just do it when it's convenient. So make sure that you act as if this is a multi-million-dollar business. And more meetings means more money for you. You can't just show up for one Saturday training and think you know it all, you've heard it once, and you're good to go, right? Because, again, remember, 14,000 hours, we've learned how to be average. Now we've got to fight that. We need to do this consistently. Over the years, I've almost been in this business for 9 years now, right? I've never once missed a Saturday training in 9 years. I've never once missed any meeting. And that's the reason I'm successful in this industry. It's just like anything else. If you want to be a professional athlete, you've got to show up to practice, right? If you want to get in good shape, you got to go to the gym. So in this business, it's about consistently making profitable transactions for your business, day in and day out. Now, if you're part-time, that doesn't mean that you've got to put in tons of hours, right? 5 to 10 hours a week in this business, as long as you work it consistently, week in and week out, you can become successful. We talked about stop watching the news, start reading and watching motivational materials, and associate with people that are already successful. Associate yourself with positive people. And that might mean that you have to cut some ties with other friends, right? I had to stop hanging around certain people. Now, it doesn't mean they're not my friend. I still talk to them, but I'm going to start spending my time elsewhere. I'm going to start associating myself with people that are doing something good in their life, that are already successful. Because guys, let's face it, I mean, we love our friends, but you know, me personally, I don't love them enough to be broke with them, right? So go out and get yourself involved with different, you know, clubs or organizations. Try a new sport. Do different things that you're surrounding yourself with some positive people. Now, significance of a strong why or purpose in this business. When we get started, we all get started for a certain reason. Most of us say, well, it's because I want to make a lot of money, right? That's what most of us say. But why do you want to make a lot of money? What will that do for you? How will it make you feel if you made that amount of money? How would it make you feel if you continue living the way you've been living? You've got to really develop a strong purpose for doing this business. This purpose needs to be so strong and so deep that when you think about it, it gets emotional. You get emotional, right? So develop a strong reason why you're doing this business. And for me, guys, one of the major things is I don't like anybody telling me what to do, right? If somebody told me what to do each and every day of my life, that would make me cry right now if I just thinking of that, right? So I don't want somebody telling me what to do, what time I've got to be to work, when I can go on a lunch break, when I can go on vacation. I don't want to, you know, be sitting at an office Monday morning and just praying for Friday to come, and then I don't want to be Sunday evening getting nauseous and sick to my stomach because I know I got to go back to work on Monday morning. That's not for me, so that drives me each and every day to go out and become successful in this business. For 8.5 years now, I've never woken up to an alarm clock. I do not own one. I wake up when my body wants to wake up. For me, that's a very strong why, right? To never have to wake up to an alarm clock. Now, another thing, I want to retire my mom. She brought me up, she gave me everything throughout life, and I don't want her to work forever, right? So I want to give back, I want to be able to take care of my family, make sure that they're able to do the things that they want to do. You know, this society, this is so messed up because what people do is they work so hard for 40 years of their life, saying that one day I'm going to do this, one day I'm going to take that vacation, and guess what? They retire, they don't have enough money to do it, and then they get sick, right? Because they've worked so hard, they're not even in good enough shape to enjoy the things that they want to do when they retire. So, you know, life is made to be lived. So take this opportunity, guys. Sacrifice now for 1-2 years of your life so that you can get to where you want to go and do what you want to do. That's what this business is about. So develop a strong reason why. Write it down. And review this each and every morning when you first wake up. If you don't review it, then one day is going to turn into the next. A month will turn into a year, which will turn into 40 years. And before you know it, your life has gone by like that, right? And that's what people do, is they get stuck in a rut. They get stuck in that rut, and the rut gets deeper and deeper and deeper. So we've got to fight and claw our way up. Now, think about it though. How will you feel if you accomplish your why? So you need to think about 3 years down the road, after working this business. You know, close your eyes and think about how will you feel when you're walking out on that soft sand in Bora Bora with that daiquiri, and you've got your whole family there, and you paid for their vacation, right? Think about how that'll make you feel when that happens. And let that drive you. Let those things drive you. Now think about, what if you quit on yourself? And how will that make you feel? Knowing that you settled because you didn't want to go out and put the extra effort in. You gave in to instant gratification. You decided to watch your favorite TV show instead of going to that meeting. You wanted to sleep in instead of going to Saturday training. Think about how that's going to make you feel if you know that you quit on yourself. And that's what you need to do to drive yourself. We all need to start thinking like we're a business owner, right? We are the CEOs of our business. It's up to us whether we succeed or whether we fail. You need to be your own customer. You need to try the products. You need to create your own personal testimony. We have 12 amazing products. Try a few that make sense for you. Create that testimony. You need to have the necessary tools to do the business. And what I mean by that is, number one, you need to have your essentials binder wherever you go, right? You want to be prepared. You want to have applications, product order forms. You want to have your tools, samples of alert. It's one of the best ways to grow this business, and we have some amazing alert packages. You need to get the professional training. You cannot do this on your own. Right, Conrad?
Yes.
So many of us, we go out and we think that we're know